Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. We'll see Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, hey guys, we're back in this video. This is one game I've been psyched for. I hope you guys have been too, but it's Eagles versus Bucks. And Foles is back on the Eagles. That's what makes this so exciting. Eagles making it into the playoffs by default. Let's see how they do. Foles back on the Eagles for a few games. I have a feeling they could do good in this. Plus, Foles has the advantage against Brady. Like Eli does too. But we're back and let's make this a good one. And enjoy. I've been doing these NFL things recently, and I think it's been going pretty well. I'm gonna start, this is gonna be, one of my new main series doing videos like these, because I've always liked doing these on my own, but now doing them with you guys and making this a YouTube thing just makes it a lot more fun, and fact that people are watching this, and then a lot of people, and yeah, I see Nick Foles got no stats, but the fact that people are watching this that just helps. People are into this, so I'm gonna keep this going. Get 100 views per video. I check it, so 30 of those are probably mine, but people are into this, I'll keep doing this. Let's get this game going. Alright, enjoy.
That message to his teammates so they have confidence as well. If he exudes the air that, hey, I'm just here trying not to lose it, this team's going to be in trouble.
Here's Foles. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Gallup!
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Foles forced out to his left. That was touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flag comes in as Edward falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Wildcat. Yeah, let's do it.
They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Sanders. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Do it again.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4.
Let's do it again. I want to make this good play. I don't care how many.
Very quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Nick Foles. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wildcard matchup. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Elliott on the kick away. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
Westbrook. What?
And he's up
How
against
many
the 20
people
to
have
the
Westbrook?
22-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And it's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing now is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. They show a run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 56 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go into the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Foles. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Wow.
Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Is it just me, or does the Eagles coach look like Griffin Murphy, the Patriots coach?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a day it's been so far. This the 3rd of our Saturday triple header. 3 more to come tomorrow as the NFL playoffs are officially underway. But first, let's take a look ahead to...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as they
Alive.
back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
What?
Indication on the lateral, the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Brady going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Brady now on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succo. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Sanders a 1st down, still going. And now off to the races, down the right side. And down to the 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run at Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of bursts.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to the tailback. Yeah, like an egg underhanded, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
You turn it over, make sure that turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out the 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, that much.
That particular play factor down. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things in.
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles upsetting the Patriots.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
How many yards was that? 69? Say it again.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard
That was 69
matchup.
yards,
This is
okay.
the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much
Flags
be your
don't
ball
count for
game
this
right
play
here.
only.
And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now Brady being chased out left. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. Really huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Second and 11 now. Back to throw, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Brady to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this one they caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. And taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Oh, well, you got it. Okay, good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And it is called.
Got it.
They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the O team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Full throw there taken in by Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Well, this one complete to Smith.
Oh, wow.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win.
Oh!
And he missed it. It's no good.
Wow.
So in there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And a throw in here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw.
Oh.
It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The 20.
Wow.
Takes this one.
Wow.
His defense gets a pick 6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Wow.
How many times is too many? Because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going? Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Wow, that's how Brady gets out of the playoffs.
Season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having 2 if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.
Oh, wow. That was a good game. So, guys, thank you guys for watching the interception upset at the end for the Eagles to beat the Buccaneers. That's why these videos are great. That's why you should subscribe, and that's why you should check more of these out. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm out.